And welcome to this edition of your local news here on BBB Communications. Appreciate you being with us. Hope you had a good weekend. What's it's heating up out there right now. It's feeling more like April after a little cool spell last week. April 14th it is today. And as we get to the headlines in a moment, we'll look outside to the beautiful skies above the Grove Center Shopping Center right here in the western side of Oak Ridge. And again, blue skies prevail. A little hazy clouds out there, but fair conditions. We'll call it 83 degrees, almost hot out there. We'll just still call it warm. Humidity at 33%. The wind southwest 12 to about 15, starting to gust a little bit, as usually is the case as the front approaches. Barometer holding steady at 29.88, dew point at 51. So tonight, chance of showers will move in. Possible thunderstorm can't be ruled out after 3 a.m. And the chance of rain near 52 for our low tonight. And gusty winds, about 60% coverage. And then tomorrow, 30% coverage. That's about it. Early in the morning, gradual clearing through mid-morning. 63, a little chillier tomorrow. Still gusty winds as well. Brandon Bonds will be around to talk about the rest of the week's forecast for you in just a few minutes here on BBB. Stay with us. First in news today, the Anderson County Sheriff Russell Barker is now warning the public today about increasing phone scams and financial transfers dealing with what is known as Bitcoin. He says the Criminal Investigation Division of the Anderson County Sheriff's Office issued a warning to the community regarding a significant increase in phone scams targeting individuals. These scams have involved callers who requested funds to be transferred under false pretenses. He says victims of the scams have reported receiving unsolicited calls where, of course, scammers provide convincing stories that pressure them into withdrawing money from their bank accounts and quickly depositing them into a Bitcoin machine. The funds that can be accessed anywhere in the world. Of course, as he went on to say that these deceptive practices are designed to exploit the trust and urgency, causing the unsuspecting individuals to act without verifying the legitimacy of the request. Now, Sheriff Barker went on to say in that letter, if you or someone you know receives a suspicious call such as this asking for funds to be transferred into Bitcoin accounts, do not engage. Instead, hang up and report the incident immediately to the Knoxville office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI. That number is 865-544. That's 544-0751 for more information there. Oak Ridge City Council scheduled to meet this Monday evening at 7. They'll be at the Central Service Complex located at 100 Woodbury Lane in Oak Ridge. A few items on the agenda we'll get to right now is for the proclamations tonight. They'll recognize the Oak Ridge High School Wildcat boys and girls basketball teams for their great outstanding season, and recognition of members of the Oak Ridge Dance Cats and Dance Team Training Association. Also a proclamation honoring Dr. Faye Martin on her 90th birthday, and one recognizing Christine Michaels for her service as President and CEO of the Oak Ridge Chamber. Special reports will be the City Attorney Evaluation Committee report, and then under what is known as final adoption of ordinances, they'll be talking about tonight the sign height and illumination in the city of Oak Ridge for that ordinance, and also registration of dogs and cats and the annual registration fees and infrastructure acceptance as well to the preserve at the Clinch River Section H there. Again, just a few items on the Oak Ridge Council meeting tonight, again at 7, and we'll be covering that for you here on Channel 1081, and if you cannot make it, you can get it right here. Hey, from Clinton, County Mayor Terry Frank is pleased to now applaud the publication of a new printed information resource for the senior citizens of Anderson County, thanks to a new initiative by the Courier News. Encore provides in-kind value to the programs offered at the Anderson County Senior Center and Office on Aging. The publication's first printing will be inserted into this week's edition of the local newspaper. Print copies are also available at the Anderson County Senior Center, located at 96 Mariner Point Drive in the western side of Clinton. And, of course, the Anderson County Courthouse as well. You can pick one up there. The Anderson County Senior Center and Office on Aging are available to residents age 60 and older. Operating hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 4. The Senior Center offers a variety of programs and activities to improve senior citizens' quality of life, prevent and combat depression. Aid is, of course, aid in socialization and provide, of course, entertainment and enjoyment as well for the seniors of Anderson County. So look for that publication and what's going on there in the Courier News. From the Tennessee, well, I should say the Anderson County Health Department, now we know that primary care appointments are available there. As we now know, primary care appointments are available in the Anderson County Health Department building. Primary care services include treatment of acute illness and chronic disease management and are provided by a nurse practitioner or physician. Services can also include wellness exams, laboratory tests, and health education. They're primarily serving uninsured and underinsured patients as well, providing accessible care to those with little or no coverage. For information on primary care or telehealth visits, please contact the Anderson County Health Department. Dr. Charles Turner there at 865-425-8800, 425-8800. And for a list of all services offered at a local health department statewide, go to health.tn.gov/local as well. That's the headlines we have for you this time. County Clerk Jeff Cole joins us next talking about Real ID. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and VISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Hitting screen for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenforcancer.org.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Your local Ferris dealer is S.L. Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood. Call 865-354-0600.
Welcome back to our local news today. Guest block today in our interview session today. We're talking with Jeff Cole, the county clerk for Anderson County. Jeff, good to see you. I ain't seen you in a while.
Again, Dudley.
Thanks for doing our election returns, you guys, and we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, I enjoy doing those.
And Hadley's trying to join us here today, of course.
Right. I think Hadley likes me.
She does. Okay. That's right. Talking about today, Real ID. Man, it's a big deal, and a lot of folks, a lot of questions. We're going to let you steer right into this because it's nothing that people should be scared of, and you don't even have to get it. Talk about Real ID.
That is correct. Thank you again for giving me an opportunity to come. May 7th is the drop dead date, so to speak, to be able to get the Real ID. You can still get it after May 7th, of course.
Of course.
You don't have to get it, so don't panic. If you don't have it May 8th, the government's not going to come and get you. I'm definitely not going to come get you. We're too busy for that. Yeah. But it's they call it the gold star, which is on the upper right-hand part of your driver's license. Well, they redesigned this a few months ago, and now it's black and white. So don't, some's going to be Gold Star and some's going to be the black and white star, which is the same thing. And basically, just a quick review of why this got started. This really took place about 20 years ago, right after 9/11, all this 04, 05. They wanted to create a validation process that Dudley Evans is who he is, validate that through driver's license and through those supporting documents.
Yeah, right.
And that's all it is, basically. It just gives a more secure of who we say we are as individuals.
Well, and as well, when you mention that, this Gold Star is really the only difference in the other information that's on your now driver's license.
Right,
I would imagine.
exactly.
They just
That's
want
all
to put
it
that
is,
there
right.
because this is another way to identify. Now, this started really pushing right after COVID, or right as COVID was going on, so it kind of got halted.
Well, President Bush pushed it back because it was supposed to be mandated within 2 or 3 years after 9/11, and this is a nationwide situation. Gotcha. This is just not for the state of Tennessee. And then President Obama pushed it back. President Trump, the first term, pushed it back. President Biden pushed it back. And we thought President Trump this time would push it back, but he didn't. And like I said, it's you have to have a birth certificate, two proofs of mail, and a Social Security card, right? And you can come into our Oak Ridge office and do it, or you can do it at our Norris Andersonville facility. We don't do it at the courthouse right now. We just do it at those two facilities, or you can go to the state office here in Oak Ridge, right beside Tractor Supply.
And here's the reason, because if you want to fly commercially or you want to go on federal property, this is the only reason you need this.
Exactly.
So if you're not planning on flying, because I don't fly, I don't know.
I'm not a big flyer either.
But again, recapping, it is May 7th.
May 7th
is the deadline for now.
For now.
And we're not saying that to just put it off. We're saying that's the initial deadline.
Right. That's
go to your Tennessee Driver's License Service Center, and they can take care of it. The lines may be longer there.
Well, yes, I would. Like I said, we've been extremely busy. Well, there's just about 40 clerks statewide that has the opportunity to do these, and we took this. We've been doing driver's license now for about 20 years. We'd love to help you. Be patient with us. Like I said, these documents have to be certified documents. They cannot be copies. And like I said, we are extremely busy right now with it, and we expect to be busy, after May 7th as well. But like I said, don't panic. If you don't get it by the 7th, you can come in the next day, or I've not got mine yet, to be honest with you. I've lost my birth certificate. I'm blaming it on my wife, and she told me I was wrong. So I'm going to have to get my birth certificate before I can do it. But like I said, I'll get it done. I'm not a big flyer either, so
It's quickly to miss this now, but you can get this done at your satellite offices, correct?
Right, correctly. Both satellites.
Both satellite offices, or the county clerk's office. Jeff Cole joins us today. So, Real ID by May 7th. Again, you can, if it's too big of a line, you want to wait, you can always get it later. Here's some license plates.
I always bring a few license plates. I'll talk quick. Okay. These 4 plates that I brought have been in production, or we started issuing them about a year ago.
Take them out and send these to you.
Yes, and these are this plate here is for the Crusader Against Darkness, which helps kids with blindness. And this is sponsored by the Civitan Club throughout Middle Tennessee, but we can contribute throughout the state with that.
And
this one here is the tag that brings awareness to the national debt. There was a club in Chattanooga that got this started, and there's all these plates are $65.
And they're legal plates.
Yeah, oh yeah. And like I said, we've sold a ton of this tag, and this other one I'll show you here in a second. But these go to bring awareness to bring down the national debt with programs.
That's
and things like that.
That's a pretty one there.
This is one of we've just had these not very long, about 2 months. This is promoting peace throughout our communities, throughout the state of Tennessee. This is backed by the Rotary clubs throughout Tennessee, those extra funds to help incentives to bring peace and things like that.
And the final one.
And this is another so this is the Jeep tag, it really is what we call it. These extra funds go to help children who have lost their parents that have been in the military for us. So it's a great cause because these parents have paid the ultimate sacrifice, and we want to help their kids, after their parents have tragically passed through the military.
Thank you, Jeff. Now, you cannot get a real ID online. You have to go in-house.
You have to
and
go
get
to the round and ride. The documents have to be verified by us.
Go to Anderson County Clerk. What is that?
AndersonCounty.com or AndersonCountyClerk.com, and we'll have the requirements and the fees and everything.
We got it covered, man. Thanks again.
Enjoyed it.
We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and VISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
In our community, everyone deserves access to quality health care. At the Free Medical Clinic, we offer no-charge medical services to those without insurance. There is never a bill at the Free Medical Clinic. From primary care, preventative care, diagnostics, and specialty care, our dedicated team is here to help. The Free Medical Clinic, taking your fear away from becoming sick or hurt. Go to fmcor.org to become a patient. Remember, there's never a charge for your care. fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Good afternoon, a warm one to start off the new work week. Secret City weather here with your afternoon video update. Taking a look at the Sandsfield webcam earlier in the day today. Mostly sunny skies starting off the day, but more and more cloud cover has increased here as we've worked into the afternoon. That's setting up shop for some shower chances as we work overnight tonight and early into Tuesday morning. Temperature-wise, though, above the average, many ranging upper 70s to low 80s. Knoxville around 81. Oak Ridge to Farragut, 82. To the south, a little bit warmer. Sweetwater, Athens, 83. And Crossville in the upper 70s. In terms of our surface map, we do have a cold front on its way. That's going to bring those shower chances overnight tonight, early into Tuesday morning. Also going to see temperatures cooling off quite rapidly overnight tonight into the day tomorrow. If we break down model guidance here, shower chances really arriving as we work through the overnight hours and into early Tuesday. Activity should generally be on the lighter side. Rainfall rates there upwards of maybe 1/4 inch of rainfall. Good wetting rain overnight into Tuesday. Things clearing out throughout the day tomorrow. But the big kicker going to be the cooler temperatures funneling their way in on the backside of that cold front. Highs tomorrow only going to be into those 60s, even some upper 50s. Can't be ruled out for the higher terrain. That's about 10 degrees below average for this time of the year, so do prepare for that. Quite a change from today. Those 80s, about a 20-degree swing from this afternoon and through the day tomorrow. So keep that in mind. We'll start to warm back up, building back towards the upper 70s to low 80s as we close out the work week on Friday. So getting into tonight's forecast, cloudy skies, some showers, maybe an isolated storm in there, a little breezy as well. Winds out of the southwest between 5 and 10 miles per hour, gusts up to 25, maybe 30. Overnight lows in the lower 50s. For your school bus forecast tomorrow, starting out some lingering showers and drizzle through the morning hours. And then by the afternoon, we'll start to see some more sunshine. Highs on the cooler side, though, topping out in the low to mid-60s. For your full forecast, brought to you by Central Baptist Church of Oak Ridge. Other than a few isolated showers early in the morning, mostly dry for your Tuesday. Then we'll start to warm back up Wednesday through the end of the work week. By Friday, upper 70s to near 80. Also see some isolated shower chances overnight Friday into the day on Saturday. Another wrap up here on your Monday from Secret City weather. Quite a bit cooler for your Tuesday. Bundle up, highs only in the lower 60s.
All right. Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate that much. Moving to sports for today. A lot to cover there. First up, high school baseball and softball scores. This was from Friday. Stone Memorial defeated Kingston 9-1 in baseball. It was Wartburg over Midway 3-1. Bledsoe County got the win over Sunbright, both games. And there's a doubleheader. Oak Ridge defeats Hard Valley 4-3. Oliver Springs gets the big win over Oakdale 14-1. And from Saturday in baseball, Coalfield got a win over West Green 5-2. And in the second match, Coalfield defeated Chucky Doak 10-0. Carter defeats Wartburg Saturday 11-3. It was Monterey over Harriman 9-2. And Monterey on a second game, they're defeating Oakdale 8-6. Softball scores from Friday. Anderson County over Tipton Rosemark on a narrow one, 7-6. Wartburg defeats Harriman 10-0 in softball. And from Saturday, it was Anderson County, Lady Babs over Union County 9-1. In the second match, over White County 8-1. Tennessee baseball news. Number 4 Tennessee came out on top in a back-and-forth battle against the then number 6 Ole Miss Rebels, scoring 3 runs in the top of the ninth to earn a 10-8 victory in Saturday's rubber match at Swazi Field in Oxford, Mississippi. Sunday's contest features 6 lead changes as both teams tackled, traded punches throughout the day before Reese Chapman dealt the decisive blow with a 2-run homer in the top of the ninth to give the Big Orange a 9-8 lead. Hunter Inslee singled to score. Also, Manny Marin, and provide an insurance run heading into the bottom of the ninth, despite allowing a pair of base runners. Nate Snead ramped up his victory with a scoreless ninth inning to secure a big series win on the road for the Vols. Tennessee now back at home for 4 games now this week at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. The Vols welcome Bellarmine tomorrow night and Tuesday night before hosting Kentucky for a 3-game set starting on Friday night. Of course, Texas taking the series in Kentucky last weekend. Lady Vols softball news. Well, they're playing good right now. Number 7 Tennessee claimed its second series win over a top 2 opponent this season. They look to move up in the of course rankings now, knocking off top-ranked Texas 4-1 on Sunday at Red and Clarine McCombs Field. It marked the Lady Vols' first series victory over a number 1 ranked team since 2013. Caitlin Pickens was dominant once again, earning her second win of the weekend. The junior right-hander allowed 1 run on 6 hits with 1 walk and 10 strikeouts, improving to 17-4 on the year. According to the SEC Network, Tennessee becomes just the 2nd team in SEC history to win series over both the number 1 and the number 2 ranked teams in the same season. The Lady Vols return home April 17th through the 19th to host Auburn in a 3-game SEC series over Easter weekend. The series will run Thursday through Saturday. Go Lady Vols. That's our sports now. Time for a few announcements on this 14th. Franklin D. Bunk Stringfield, Stringfield, known as Bunk, passed away Sunday, April 13th. Family now to receive friends Wednesday this week, April 16th, from 12 noon to 1 at Schubert's in Wartburg. Service will follow at 1 o'clock. Interment will follow in the Piney Church Cemetery in Oakdale. Miss Anna Jean Miller, 92, of Knoxville, former Clinton resident, passed away at a residence with her family by her side on Friday last weekend. She was a member of Clinton First Baptist Church. The receiving of friends will be 2 until 3 tomorrow, Tuesday, the 15th, at Holly Gamble Funeral Home. Her graveside service will immediately follow at Sunset Cemetery, Holly Gamble directing. Reverend Robert L. Runkles, 72. Reverend Robert Runkles passed away April 11th, surrounded by his family. Receiving of friends will be Tuesday, tomorrow, between 4 and 6. Services immediately following at the Covenant Life Church in Clinton. His graveside will be at 11 a.m. Wednesday morning at Grandview Memorial Garden. Holly Gamble is directing. Jackie Franklin Brandstetter, 77, of Deer Lodge, passing away Friday, April 11th. Died peacefully at home, surrounded by family. The family will receive friends now this Friday at Schubert's in Wartburg, starting at 5, goes till 6, with a memorial service beginning at 6. Mr. Larry Webb, age 83, of Harriman. Larry Webb passing away April 11th. He was a member of the First Christian Church in Harriman. The family will receive friends Tuesday, April 15th, tomorrow, between 5 and 7 at Davis Funeral Home in Harriman. A celebration of Larry Webb's service will be at 7 there tomorrow night. Mary Etta Banks, age 81, passed away April 10th in Oak Ridge. The family started to receive friends for family earlier today at 4 and will go until 6 this evening at Holly Gamble in Clinton. Service will immediately follow tonight's visitation in the chapel. Then graveside will be 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, April 15th at Grandview Memorial Garden. Troy Wayne Toby Owens, Sr., Troy Owens, Sr., 90, of Harriman, passed away Thursday, April 10th. He was ordained as a deacon in 1995 at Union Valley Baptist Church. I think that's Kingston, and was a deacon and member of Mount Calvary Baptist Church in Harriman. Receiving of friends will be from 12 noon to 1 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, at Sharp Funeral Home in Oliver Springs. Service will begin at 1 there tomorrow. Then burial will immediately follow at Anderson Memorial Gardens with full military honors. Clyde Edward Dake, age 56, passed away April 8th at his home. The family to receive friends between the hours of 6 and 7:30 this Thursday, the 17th, at Second Baptist Church in Clinton. Funeral service will immediately follow. Mott McCamey Funeral Home is assisting the Dake family. Natalie Renee Spencer, age 40, of Oak Ridge, passed away suddenly on April 2nd. The receiving of friends will be Saturday, April 19th, from 11 a.m. until 1 at Weatherford's in Oak Ridge. That's the newscast on this 14th. Don't forget, tomorrow the 15th is tax deadline day. Yeah, I'm going to have those taxes filed by midnight tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Look forward to another week of news here on BBB-TV, and we appreciate you being with us. See you tomorrow, Lord willing. Until then, so long.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities. I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Welcome to this edition of your local news here on BBB-TV. I'm Dudley Evans. Hope you had a good day. BBB Communications. You may be watching us on channel 1081, 1086, or on our BBB Communications Facebook or YouTube channel, and on the internet as well. Thanks for joining us today. Warm day out there. We'll get your headlines in a moment. Beautiful blue skies right now. A little hazy, however. Clouds are going to begin to move in as rain's expected tomorrow. 83 are high today. The stats show us 33% humidity right now. The wind's out of the southwest 12 to 15. So they're going to start picking up a little bit as this front gets closer. Barometer 29.88 and steady. Dew point at 51. So tonight, chance of showers. And even a thunderstorm can't be ruled out, say 3 in the morning. It's a very quick front coming through. And 52 overnight tonight. 60% chance of rain with gusty winds. And then tomorrow, things start clearing out by noon tomorrow, but the winds will still be with us. Near 63 tomorrow. Brandon Bonds will talk about the rest of the forecast for the remainder of the week, heading into Easter in just a few minutes. In a report today, law enforcement from the Roane County Sheriff's Office and emergency personnel sent to 158 Rendezvous Drive this morning that runs off of Abels Valley Road around 10:30 to where a person allegedly had shot himself and was found dead inside the home there. Now, CPR was in progress prior to the emergency services getting to the scene, but after arrival, realized the person had passed away. The Roane County Rescue Squad was sent to the scene to transport the body to the Roane Medical Center. The investigation is continuing, and more will come as it becomes available. That situation on Rendezvous earlier today in Rockwood. We now have the report from the Tennessee Highway Patrol, 10 days in the making, in regard to April 4th, Friday afternoon's interstate crash involving 5 motorcycles and 3 cars. According to the report, the accident occurred just before 6 on that Friday, April 4th, and the report states that 3 vehicles traveling eastbound and 5 motorcycles following those 3 vehicles were involved. And 1 vehicle slowed abruptly, causing 2 others to slow, and 1 driver of a vehicle, 1 was cited actually for following too close, eventually causing the motorcycles who were following the 3 cars to crash. None of the car occupants or drivers were injured. However, 2 motorcyclists from Tennessee and 1 from Oklahoma were injured. 1 were flown to UT Medical Center from the scene for treatment of what was believed to be serious injuries, but the other 2 were non-life-threatening injuries as well. No fatalities occurred, according to the report. The interstate was shut down for about 2 hours due to the investigation from the Highway Patrol before all could be moved into at least 1 lane. That the investigation went on for about 3.5 hours. Kingston Fire assisted as Lifestar landed on the scene to transport the most serious bike riders. Pictures from the scene, compliments from Kingston Fire Department again on that motorcycle car collision that occurred on April 4th. And again, the THP does not give specific addresses on those who are involved in accidents due to Tennessee State Code that they follow, and therefore we did not get specifics, but everyone but 1 motorcyclist was from Tennessee. Over the weekend, several accidents occurring, two in Rockwood. One of them Sunday where two cars collided at West Wheeler and North Chamberlain Avenue. No injuries reported there, but the fire department had to help, we understand, to free one of the victims from one of the cars due to the door damage. Another accident occurred about 4 a.m. Sunday morning when a car hit a power pole on Furnace Avenue in Rockwood. Two other accidents Saturday, one in Lonville Road in Kingston near the interstate, worked by THP, and as well another one at the intersection of Pine Ridge Road and Highway 70 in Midtown, the common location for accidents there, worked by Harriman PD and fire. Apparently no serious injuries were reported in any of these crashes, so that's the good news over the weekend. Roane County Commissioners scheduled to meet this evening, that's right, Monday evening, April 14th. They'll meet at 6 o'clock tonight at the courthouse at Kingston. A couple of budget amendments is on their agenda, and about 18 items, but as far as any hot items, nothing there we've seen on their agenda that we got sent. However, the public is always welcome to attend the meeting and speak to the commission during the hearing of delegations at the beginning of the meeting. There's been a lot of concern over property taxes reappraisal values going up nearly 100% on property values. County Executive Wade Cresswell, along with property assessor Molly Hartett, have been on Facebook and social media explaining property evaluations are higher this year, some 100%. But the certified tax rate must go down to make it revenue neutral. And the two have been doing all they can, they say, to get the word out, keeping this explained to the county. Again, Roane County Commissioners meet this evening at 6. Looks like they'll have some people there asking those questions tonight. And also Oak Ridge Council will meet this evening as well for their regular council meeting. That starts at 7 at the Central Service Complex on Woodbury Lane here in Oak Ridge. We'll be covering that for you here on Channel 1081. And back with more news right after the break. Stay with us.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Every woman deserves compassionate, quality care, no matter her income. The free medical clinic provides free, comprehensive women's health, including mammograms, annual physicals, and pap smears, and includes an entire suite of primary and preventative care services, all at no charge. The free medical clinic is providing peace of mind to the women who make our homes and businesses work. We keep you healthy. Go to fmcor.org. Because every woman deserves peace of mind knowing she has the medical care she needs, even if she can't afford it. fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Welcome back to today's news on this Monday, the 14th of April. A good turnout of family, friends, and, of course, political leaders at the Roane County Park this past Saturday morning as a new sign seen there was unveiled dedicating the entrance to the Roane County Park as Super Jack Way. The name of Super Jack Way comes from the passing of Jack Samuel Smith Sexton before he was 6 years of age, battling cancer, and at St. Jude's Children's Hospital in and out. He loved to go to the Roane County Park. According to his mother, Ariel Smith, who also is a secretary for the county clerk's office. Seen in the pictures as well, along with Jack's father, Tyler Sexton, were at the gathering and posed for the photo with county and park staff. County Commissioners Ron Berry conducted the ceremony and had comments, as well as County Executive Wade Cresswell, who said it was only fitting to dedicate the road entrance to the park in the memory of little Jack Sexton, or Jack Smith. The mother of father also commented and gave thanks to all who were there. Here's the comments from this past Saturday morning at the park.
Oh, he spent 3 years of his life at St. Jude's. As we think about going away for a weekend and coming back home, think about transforming your family back and forth for 3 years. And think about poor old Jack, you know, when he had a good day and he knows that the next nurse that comes through may say, Jack, we got to go for more studies. We got to do this. We got to do that. He persevered, and guys, he's left a legacy in 5 years that most of us will not leave in a lifetime, and that's for Roane County. And when you think what he's done for Roane County, this is a prime example right here, a small example of the legacy that he's going to leave, not only for the people in this county, but for his family as well. And folks, you know, our hearts are with you. We love you. And, you know, again, just thank you. Wade Cresswell, our county executive.
Thank you, Commissioner Berry. And first of all, I want to thank Commissioner Berry for pushing hard to make this happen, and whole Parks Committee, whole commission. Two quick things. He stole my thunder just a little bit. Number one, he's good at that, by the way. But number one, just one another incredible example. This right here, look around, a community taking care of itself. This is why we love living here. This is who we are as people. We see it time and time and time again, and this is what makes us us, right? So I want to thank all of you and those who even aren't here today who have come together as a community during this time to honor Jack and Ariel Tyler through this.
I just want to thank you guys for coming. I'm really bad at speaking, but one thing Jack really loved more than anything was his friends, and so I think he would be really psyched to have his own street sign, but I think he'd just be happier that everybody was here because he loved his friends very much. It's just incredible, and I really thank you guys so much.
Okay, Parks and Rec, everybody here, thank you for all the support over Facebook, it didn't matter, sending donations to St. Jude. That was the most wonderful thing you can continue doing. We keep doing it because there's other families out there that need the help and the support just as much as we did. And we will always continue to support and help other families as well.
And again, those comments from this past Saturday's naming the roadway into the Roane County Park as Super Jack Way. Going on as we speak is the first Main Street Monday event in downtown Rockwood. Joint organizers for the first Main Street Monday of 2025 will be from 5, as it started at 5, goes till 8 tonight, around 8:30. Downtown Rockwood's Historic District, according to the website, AM stations providing the music. A lot of craft booths set up down there, so go down and be a part of that. Up till 8:30 tonight, downtown Rockwood, you'll enjoy the festivities there, sponsored by the City of Rockwood as well. Quick note, Harriman Council agenda set for tomorrow night's meeting. Yeah, they'll start at 5:40 for a public hearing on a rezoning. Workshop will follow the regular council agenda. Discuss and possibly approve tomorrow night a proclamation, April 16th, as Harriman Blue Devil Day. They'll discuss and possibly approve a first reading of an ordinance amending the annual budget for the city of Harriman and for the fiscal year. That's the reason they're having that public hearing, so the public can weigh in on it. Discuss and possibly approve a final reading of an ordinance to amend the schedule of meetings at the Harriman Beer Board by changing the day of the regular meeting, and then discuss and possibly approve the purchase of a 1770 T4 Bobcat compact track loader and attachment for about $115,820 from Bobcat in Knoxville. That's for the city street department, of course. These things on the agenda for Harriman City Council members who meet tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Harriman City Hall. 408 North Roane Street, downtown Harriman. So they're meeting tomorrow night there. From Nashville, Tennessee Department of Transportation, TDOT says they will suspend all interstate construction work on Easter weekend in anticipation of increased holiday travel. Starts Thursday at, that's the 17th at 6 p.m. through Monday next week at 6 a.m. This will provide maximum roadway capacity to boaters expected to travel across the state this upcoming holiday weekend. Motorists will still encounter some long-term lane closures. Keep that in mind on construction projects that will remain in place. While those lane closure activities will be stopped, some workers may still be in sight construction areas, so make sure you reduce your speed there in those work zones. Again, TDOT saying no paving, no construction work going on from Thursday night, 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. Monday for Easter weekend. Also, if you'd like to be a part of Roane State Foundation, has opened its student scholarship application window for students for 2025. It started March 15th. Students must have all information submitted by May 31st to qualify for this year's awards that will apply to the 25-26 academic year. By applying for a scholarship through the foundation, students have the opportunity to compete for hundreds of scholarships available each year. Part-time and full-time Roane State Community College students with a minimum 2.5 GPA, including those fully online, are eligible to apply. This application is available at roanestate.edu/foundations. Scholarships, middle and early college students wishing to apply should use the parent portal at roanestate.edu/parents to assess or access the application. More than $500,000 was awarded this past year in scholarships from that foundation. So get your name on board there. That's news. Back in a moment. Your weather with Brandon Bonds. Calling for a little bit of rain later tonight, early in the morning. Then, well, you have your sports as well coming up in funeral announcements. Stay with us.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Afternoon, a chilly end to the work week. Secret City weather here with your afternoon video update. Looking at the Stansfield webcam earlier this afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies, but here and there a few peaks of sunshine making its way through. Lingering showers as well here, especially as we work into the afternoon hours. Those will fade through the evening into the early overnight. We'll see clearing in just in time for Saturday. We're going to start off the weekend on a chilly note. In fact, chilly right now for many as well. Knoxville sitting around 53. Oak Ridge to Farragut, 56, 57. To the south, a little bit warmer. Athens, 59. And Dayton, around 60. In terms of our surface map, that cold front that brought showers and some storms yesterday, now east of the area, some residual moisture in behind that low pressure system. Again, should be out of the way tonight. High pressure filling in for the weekend. Will stay dry Saturday and Sunday. Warming as well will trend back up into the 70s to near 80 as we start off early next week. So breaking down model guidance here, other than a few lingering showers over the next couple of hours, will dry overnight tonight. Clearing skies, high pressure fills in for your Saturday and Sunday. Plenty of sunshine, but we are going to be on the cooler side to start off the weekend. Highs similar to today, those upper 50s to low 60s. A pretty big jump there in for Sunday, up into the upper 60s to low 70s. And then even warmer by Monday, nearing 80 for some locations. Shower chances do start to build back in towards Monday night with a weak system north of the area. Can't entirely rule out an isolated shower or two Monday night for the start of Tuesday morning. So some good news here. We've been dealing with drought really since the late fall season of last year. So this is a good 6 to 8 month time period. We've been dealing with drought across the state of Tennessee, and almost all of it has now vanished. The exception there for far northeast Tennessee, but with the recent bout of rainfall yesterday, some lingering activity, especially for that portion of the state through the day today. Should be out of the way, nearing normal for the entirety of the state. Great news here as we work towards the middle of April. More showers on the way as we work here into next week as well. Limited, but still opportunities. We'll be back towards average as well for those temperatures by your Thursday. So getting into tonight's forecast, becoming partly cloudy early, but coverage decreasing throughout the night. Overnight lows bottoming out into the mid-30s. Chilly start for your Saturday. Winds out of the north around 5 miles per hour. For your full forecast, brought to you by Central Baptist Church of Oak Ridge. A beautiful but seasonably cool weekend in store. We'll see plenty of sunshine, highs climbing up to near 70 by Sunday, near 80 by Monday. Some isolated shower chances Monday night into early Tuesday. That'll force some cooler air back into the region. Highs there for your afternoon on Tuesday into the mid-60s. That'll wrap up here on your Friday from Secret City Weather. Hope you enjoyed that sunshine this weekend. Going to be on the cooler side with highs in the 60s.
We sure will. Thank you there, Brandon. Have a good weekend. Moving to sports today, very quick note in Oak Ridge High School football. We now know earlier today that Oak Ridge star wide receiver Will Presley has announced that he has made a commitment to Miami of Ohio. We wish him well to play there. Tennessee baseball news, number 5 Tennessee heads back on the road, already there for a top 10 showdown against number 6 Ole Miss at Swazi Field in Oxford, Mississippi. The Vols and Rebels enter this weekend series sitting at 4th and 5th respectively. In the Southeastern Conference standings, UT will look to rebound from its first series loss since SEC opening weekend of last year after winning 12 consecutive series in league play prior to last weekend. Games 1 and 2 of the series will be streamed live on the SEC Network Plus and ESPN app with Richard Cross, play-by-play, Keith Kissinger as the analyst, and also Laura Wynn, reporter, calling the action. And, of course, the SEC Network will have the call for Sunday's series finale. Tennessee has won 5 of the past 6 meetings in the series, including a sweep of the number 1 ranked Rebels in Oxford back in 2022. Now, game 1 tonight set for 7:30. And Lady Ball softball news, number 7 Tennessee travels to Austin, Texas as it takes on the top-ranked Longhorns for the first time as SEC opponents. The 3-game series is set for April 11th today through the 13th. First pitch set for tonight slated for 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 tonight, which is 6 start time on Saturday. Sunday's finale is set for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the weekend's games will be broadcast on ESPNU on Friday and ESPN on Saturday. Again, that's coming up for the Lady Vols. We wish them well as they're in Texas for those 3 games this weekend. Tennessee diving team, Rocky Top's longest tenured coach, Dave Pennington, announcing yesterday the conclusion of his remarkable 35-year career with Tennessee diving team, returning should be as he's retiring as the most dedicated and decorated diving coach in SEC history. Pennington leaves with an incredible resume that saw him lead Tennessee divers to a combined 9 NCAA titles, 3 CSCAA Diver of the Year selections, 47 SEC titles, and 19 SEC Diver of the Year recipients. He also coached 1 world champion and 1 world championship bronze medalist, 3 Olympians, 8 USA diving national champions, and 2 Commonwealth Games gold medalists. Pennington also served the United States diving team as a coach for the 1997 World Diving Cup and was rewarded with the USA Diving Coaches Award of Excellence. Pennington was named the head coach of the Tennessee USA and at the 2014 FINA World Series in London, England, UK. You can find all of Dave Pennington's accomplishments over the years at utsports.com. We wish him well. That's sports time for funeral announcements. On this April 11th, Sylvia Rice, 98. Sylvia Rice passed away April 9th. She was a member of the Oak Ridge Baptist Church. Going to be a visitation on Sunday this weekend between 12 noon and 1 o'clock at Mont McCamey Funeral Home in Oak Ridge. Funeral service will follow at 1 o'clock in the chapel. Graveside will follow in the funeral service at Anderson Memorial Gardens in Clinton. Miss Mary Wilma Jean Sheldon Hensley, Mary Wilma Hensley Maynard, Mary Maynard, age 98 of Rockwood, passing away Wednesday, April 9th at Life Care of Ray County. She was a member of the North Rockwood Baptist Church. The family for Miss Maynard and friends will meet on Saturday, tomorrow, at Mount Pisgah Cemetery at 2 o'clock for graveside service. That is, of course, on Highway 61. Davis Funeral Home in Harriman is an honor to serve the family, Miss Mary Wilma Jean Sheldon Hensley Maynard. Miss May Patterson Seal, age 83 of Harriman, passed away Tuesday, April 8th at Life Care Center of Morgan County. The family will receive friends at Davis Funeral Home in Harriman on Sunday, 1 o'clock till 2 for visitation. Regina Jeannie M. Bertram, 83, passed away Tuesday at her home in Clinton. She taught Sunday school and played piano at New Salem Baptist Church in Clinton and later attended Ebenezer United Methodist Church in Knoxville and then Memorial United Methodist Church in Clinton. The family will receive friends from 4 until 6 tomorrow, Saturday, at the Holly Gamble Funeral Home in Clinton. Miss Hattie Gallagher, 75 of Harriman, passed away peacefully at her home on March 31st. Receiving of friends will be Saturday, tomorrow, between 12 noon and 1 o'clock at Evans Mortuary in Rockwood. Funeral will follow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. Then graveside will also follow the new Basiltown Cemetery in Harriman. Stephen Elliott Christie, passed away passed away March 22nd, no age given. The family will receive friends on Saturday, tomorrow, 11 till 12 in the chapel of Mont McCamey Funeral Home in Oak Ridge. Memorial service to begin there at 12 noon tomorrow. Patricia Clemens, age 90 of Kingston, passed away Monday, March 17th. The celebration of her life ceremony will be 3 till 5 for visitation on Saturday, tomorrow. That will be in Lola's Industrial Venue, 164 East Race Street, downtown Kingston. Kickers of Kingston, serving the Clemens family. Betty Jo Salmons Shelton, 91 of Harriman, former Lexington, Kentucky resident, passed away at Mayfair Manor Nursing Home in Lexington early in the morning of Thursday, February 27th. Now visitation for family and friends will begin at 12 noon tomorrow at Kicker Funeral Home in Harriman. The memorial service scheduled to be at 1 o'clock there tomorrow. Burial will follow in the Harriman City Cemetery. If you missed any of our shows, you can always catch up on all of our programs by streaming them at BBB-TV12.com. on our BBB Communications Facebook page and YouTube channel. So just check us out. A lot going on all weekend long. I'm Dudley Evans, and from all of us here at BBB Communications, have a great weekend. You deserve it. Back on Monday, Lord willing, with more news. Until then, so long.